Okay, for like the contact tracing, the way that they would do that would be that they would lock everybody up for 2 weeks or whatever in their homes, and not have anybody come out. And then basically, if you coughed or sneezed during that time, you have to stay. But this would require honesty from people too. But if you coughed or sneezed during that time, basically, or had a fever or any sign of it, you'd have to stay. But otherwise, you could go around. Now, this would catch probably because some people would have extremely low symptoms, and would still go shopping or whatever after the 2 weeks because it wouldn't have been caught, that they should have stayed back. But that controls it quite a bit, that a bunch less people get it. And so, but anyway, that's the way to do the contact tracing. Why the inoculation is so much better uh, is because you can still get out during the 2 week periods. They don't have to take you through 2 weeks periods. You can still get out as long as you've had the inoculation or whatever. It should prevent you from getting it pretty much. The ratio of getting it to not getting it is probably the same or around the same for contact tracing and for the inoculation, but the inoculation just makes life a lot easier on everybody. But yeah, would contact tracing work? Yes, if they quarantine people too, is my thoughts on it. But I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that they did the inoculation instead. I'm just as willing to take the inoculation. Um, but I don't I got frustrated when, the mark of the beast or whatever, when they wanted to put microchips in people or something. Something with the mark of the beast and handling the COVID-19 injections. Um, some people were saying like you get the mark of the beast injected in your arm or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it was obviously not the case, with inoculations. There was reason to fear though, because they are putting the mark of the beast in as much as they can get it in. So, but I don't see any problem with the inoculation as being the mark of the beast. It's definitely not the mark of the beast. But it's creating extra paperwork on people, which is why it can be seen as the mark of the beast, because the chip or whatever can take um, can take record of the fact that you have had an inoculation. So a chip in your arm would be possible record. Um, but I don't see them doing that. I see them using the regular inoculation things. Now, if you had been a real evil person and wanted to give people the mark of the beast, could you have done it and say, well, that's your record, so we know you've had it too. You can't lie about it. You can't show false paperwork about it because it's going to be in your arm. If there was somebody that was really evil, they probably could have done that. And I think that's what people were worried Bill Gates was that he was a really evil person and he was trying to get people to take the mark of the beast, but that's not it. So I'm glad about that.